think I'm going to be at Writing is Healing and Finding Inspiration. One of those I'm excited for, but I'm not going to tell you which. You'll have to come down to Tucson and find out. But which one do I seem amused in? Which one do I have a fidget toy? No, but I am excited to go down to Tucson and talk about art. It's always fun to talk about art. And I'm very proud to be accepted into these spaces. It's awesome. Even doing podcasts like this. It's really fun to have these spaces. And it's fun to be welcomed into them.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
It is very nice. The Mesa Book Festival.
No, let's do a poem first.
Oh, let's do a poem first.
Oh, we're going to do a poem break.
Oh, okay. So I believe the theme of this one was holidays, right? Or
Yeah, because we got Thanksgiving coming up. So.
okay. Well, I did try to find some holiday-related poems. After a while, you just shut up because people get offended. You tell them you don't like Christmas season, and some sort of automatic switch flips in their heads, or the denial metastasizes into rage, and you get treated like you personally hammered spikes into the hands of Jesus, when we all know that was really Mel Gibson. What could anyone possibly dislike about Christmas? This is the same question from the same people who make a tryptophan-defying pilgrimage to the Thanksgiving after-party known as Black Friday. 300 people melee for the right to own one of 6 off-brand HD TV sets. The real doorbuster prize is the chance to max out your annual healthcare deductible when a sweet old lady clotheslines your bratty kids with a metal cane. I wish I could describe the descending dread that encroaches on my consciousness as soon as the guts of Halloween's pumpkins litter the roadways. A stress, a palpable stress coated with poison, slashed down the shopping days until Christmas. And the members of the Kringle Glee Club are usually the biggest Grinchzillas. You probably know a few of them. First, they say how much they love the holiday season. Then they pour out a double helping of derision and scorn upon everyone they meet until well after the new year. Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Reindeer, and sleigh rides seem to have taken over the local radio stations. Fun fact. One time a disc jockey played White Christmas on the last day of April, and it got people to crowd into helicopters and fly away from their homeland forever. They thought their long national nightmare was over, but barely had time to get settled in before the carolers knocked at the door on the dead of a silent night.
All right. I do not have any holiday poems, and if I did, they would be really mean, probably. But I will stick in.
Wasn't mean enough? What the hell?
I will stick. I will stick with Patrick's cynicism, and I will read a poem called "Illuminati Waffle." I want an Illuminati waffle, piled high with cream, whipped into a bent, upright position, cowering into submission in houses like caves cresting with butter and syrup, a sweet reprieve in pockets of tender joy. Next to that, throw in some bacon, sliced thin and cooked extra crispy, not peasant pig that lives in its own shit and eats worse, but pork that was pampered with painted nails and air conditioning. Give me one that remembers comfort before it was cured, pulled, and smoked. Throw on some eggs. Not from chickens, but quails, damn it, quails! I want to destroy innocence. Like inner city experiments, fertilization seasoned with syphilis and some CIA corner store spice rack crack spices. Render it all down to its essential fats. As a matter of fact, top that undeveloped breast with syrup thick as nectar from our mother. Keystone XL flavored, please. Leaking out of the side while you pour like Denny's dispenser's tabletop spills. That good old Americana, piled high like bodies. My manifest destiny, a packed plate of New World short orders. Maybe I'll finally feel full.
That's a grand slam.
Yeah, it's a good old Illuminati waffle grand slam.
Well, oddly enough, I have a poem that touches on themes like that. That's a little odd, but it does have the word Christmas in it, so it's important.
It fits.
Make your men of fat and wax, frozen bits of icy sand from the chiming sea, desiccated lab rats waiting for a Christmas rain, and the things you saw while dreaming you could never quite explain. Set them on an uneven field. Give each one something worthless that the other somehow wants. Sit back and watch the fun.
Don't do what our publisher did and clap. You always snap. Even if you're doing it ironically, you will always get a better reception from snapping.
You know, it's weird. When I started doing poetry, people made fun of the whole thing because that was like the 50s beatnik type thing, so nobody would ever actually do that. And then, you know, so it was always clapping, or it was those snappy things that you had. The
Clickers.
the clickers from the ballpark or whatever.
Yeah.
But then recently, well, I guess in the last few years, it's gone back to, you know, you snap when it's really poignant. And that at first when that happened, when I was reading that, distracted me. It's like, there's no substance in my poem. You stop that.
Yeah, it was one of those things that I think people used ironically for so long that it became a meme. And then once it became a meme, it became culture. And now people are just going to do it until it becomes cringe. And then people will do it ironically again. It will be cringe. There'll be a period of not doing it. Then people will start doing it ironically again. And it'll just keep going on that cycle of cringe, ironic, reborn, cringe, ironic, reborn. Forever.
Yes.
But my point there stands. If you snap, you're always going to be on the right side of that. Except for during the cringe cycle, I suppose. You want to be wary of the cringe cycle. You want to see that coming ahead of time.
Yes, I guess so. Or at least when someone has their cringy line.
Yeah. Then you can see that's true. Then you can use a cringy snap in response to cringe poetry. So the snap will always be strong. Always be a strong contender.
Right. It'll be the golf clap.
Yeah. It's the golf clap of poetry. So back to get us back on track and away from snapping, we are going to crackle and pop on over to the Mesa Book Festival this December 17th.
Wow.
I feel like I should get a
That was
cookie
like
for that.
70s Detroit DJ masterclass right there.
Come on down to the Mesa Book Festival. No, but you're going to be at the Mesa Book Festival as well, correct?
I plan to, yes. December 17th, you say?
Let me
what
look at my
time?
calendar. It's 10 to 5.
10 to 5, Benedictine University, from what I understand.
Very good.
10 to 5.
Where is that?
Literally, it's that way, like just down the street a block, take a right, and you run right into it.
And
Okay,
to
for
our
our
podcast listeners that have no idea where we are, or cannot see where
Just
that
half a
way
mile
is
from the
because they
railroad
cannot
track.
see Bob's finger, Benedictine University would be located in downtown Mesa on
Beautiful
Main Street.
downtown Mesa.
Beautiful downtown Mesa. You've now heard that 13 times.
Yeah.
It's an unlucky number, so I'll say it once more. Beautiful downtown Mesa.
So are they doing the Mesa Temple lights this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you stay long enough, you get your books, you can go get proselytized from the Mesa
You
Temple.
can get
Yeah.
Santa at the tree, I think, at that weekend, too. I think.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
Tree.
Santa will be at the tree that weekend. Downtown Mesa is really cute that time of year. So if anybody wants to,
Ice rink will be there.
yeah, the ice rink. So it's a good thing to bring your kids, your family out to.
We're
Invite some
close
people
to. The
to.
food truck forest.
We will be very close to the food truck forest, which will be nice because I'll be grabbing some pork products of some kind. I'm sure. I'm sure on that day I'll slip up and eat something with above a 3-year-old's level of intelligence. It's hard,
All right,
man.
well, there you go.
That's what those trucks are there for. It's like the state fair. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not there to start your diet.
No.
Didn't that just end at like State Fair?
It must have. It ended in October. Yeah, because I did go to it, and so it was.
Did Snoop Dogg perform this year?
I don't think anybody performed this year.
Interesting.
They haven't had performers in a couple of years now.
Interesting. Snoop Dogg performed like every other year, I remember, for like a decade. It's always Snoop Dogg. I always thought that was fascinating.
Really?
Yeah, he had a lot of appearances at the Arizona State Fair. They must have paid him well.
No, it's going on right now. It's actually still going.
Is it?
Oh, really? Wow.
Might go get some funnel cake.
It's a little bit of a travel from beautiful downtown Mesa, Arizona.
It is a bit of a hike.
You
From...
get on the 202 to the 10. It's right there. Right. You're out of the tunnel. You take 19th. You're at the fair already.
Follow the Patrick Hare.
Hey,
Done.
There's your directions. From beautiful Mesa to the beautiful Arizona State Fair. I think we might have watered down that word now for future generations.
You gotta hustle though. It closes at 9.
Ooh.
Oh, I wasn't gonna go get funnel cake today.
Well, I don't know.
Is it today the last day?
That's a real good question. I'm surprised it's still open because usually they're kind of an
Let's see.
October thing.
Did you think I was going to drive down there to the fair at like 10 p.m. just so I could get that last piece of funnel cake?
Well, I
Some
don't know.
days
You would have
make
Snoop
this, I
Dogg
don't
was
know.
there.